Johnson 0-1, Dresden Little the same. Someone's O gets to go. 6-year age differential with the El Paso native, the elder, but he will be giving up 4 inches in height to Johnson. Both came in at the middleweight limit, slight lean towards the Albuquerque zone. We'll see if it helps him as we send it back inside to the voice of APFC, handsome Michael Hansen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the APFC middleweight division, sponsored by Isleta Resort and Casino. And now introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Jeet Kune Do fighter. He stands 6 feet tall, and he stepped on the scale and officially weighed 181.2 pounds. Coming in tonight with a record of no wins and 1 defeat, and fighting out of El Paso, Texas, Dresden, the Northman, Little. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, a shut-him-down striker, standing 6 feet 4 inches tall. He officially weighed in at 184.6 pounds. Coming in tonight with a record of 1 defeat, and fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Brendan Shiesty Johnson. And your referee in charge is Joe Coca.
Joe Coca, third man inside for this middleweight bout. Shiesty, Brendan Johnson, getting a big hometown reception here in Isleta Casino. But David Evans, none of the crowd can help him tonight against the Northman, Dresden Little.
Both of these guys, tall, rangy fighters. However, they're not wasting any time getting in the pocket here, Ben.
Swinging and banging as Shiesty winds up on top. 12 seconds into this bout. Dresden Little on his back immediately.
Johnson in a good position right now in the guard here of Little.
Both were submitted in their amateur MMA debuts. We see whose grappling has improved the most. Couple strikes from the Northman off his back.
Little doing a great job fighting off of his back, able to get a nice sweep. I really believe the punches set that up more than anything. Now he's in a better position here on top, just raining down on Johnson. Johnson look for the heel hook.
Shiesty trying to take home that left ankle. Little, deja vu, PTSD as he's trying to get out of it.
Johnson definitely has done his research on his opponent as he's looking for the leg lock here on the bottom position.
How does he finish this entanglement?
He didn't really seem to have it very well. He was high up on the ankle. What he needs to do is come down and adjust his lock lower on the heel and then arch back. But, I mean, it was a valiant effort. If anything, if I was him, I would look to go outside with that right shoulder and tweak that left angle to the side here and go and switch up the angle, on the heel hook.
Shiesty Johnson dedicating to the heel hook assault midway through round number 1. Now he's cranking away the Northman, Dresden Little. Good defense, though, so far in this position, David.
Great defense, just being tough, not putting himself in an even worse position by just reacting sporadically and panicking. Now he's on top of Johnson here. Let's see the look, how he advances. Johnson's able to get his hips up. A bit of a backyard brawl pace here so far as Johnson's on top, raining down.
Shiesty Johnson meeting some elbows to the forehead of Dresden Little. 60 seconds to go, and Little covering up here, David.
Johnson just raining down punch after punch here. Little has to show he's defending at least intelligently, or else the ref will stop the fight, as we saw here.
Looks like Dresden Little tapped out to strikes. The Northman's APFC debut went south, courtesy of Shiesty. In his own backyard, he finds the win column for the very first time, David Evans.
Copy.
Dresden Little displays some great sportsmanship to Brendan Johnson, unable to get off the canvas by himself. Shiesty brings his opponent back up. Tough night at the office for Dresden Little, who seemed to be swimming so well in that heel hook entanglement position. Tried to find his ground and pound moments, but ultimately tonight belongs to Albuquerque's own Shiesty, Brendan Johnson. Here's the final 10 seconds of that. The swarm of strikes from Shiesty, just relentless outpouring of offense that caused Dresden Little to tap out to the strikes. You see the mouthpiece had popped out moments before, and that was all she wrote. Into the win column for the first time. 6'4" at 185. I mean, this kid's frame is built for some serious violence. Let's send it inside to make that first round stoppage official. It's handsome Michael Hansen.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Joe Coca, put a stop to the fight. The official time coming at 2 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by submission due to strikes, Brandon Shiesty Johnson.
Shiesty Brendan Johnson getting the hand raised for the very first time in his young, blooming career, and now he speaks with David Evans.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Brendan Shiesty Johnson. Brendan, how does it feel to bounce back? You had a loss initially, come back, put on a great performance here in the APFC. Where's your mind at right now?
Man, first just thank God, man, and then second, man, my family, my friends, my coaches. I wouldn't be here without any of y'all. Every single one of you guys. I do this shit for you.
You came out immediately, got into a firefight. We saw two long-rangey fighters. We were kind of expecting you guys to be a little bit measured, kind of stay at your distance. Can you walk me through your strategy and your game plan coming into this fight?
I was gonna come out with a jab, low kick. I don't even think I came out and did that. Man, you just gotta be a fighter or not. And when you're a real fighter, you know, you figure your shit out.
There was a position where you were on the bottom, you got in a 50-50 position, you were looking for the heel hook. Is that something you trained and prepared for, or was it just in the moment kind of thing and you just kind of saw the opportunity?
I more hit those ankle locks like just for jokes a lot of the time. I was waiting for him to flip over to go into that calf slicer. Anybody that knows me knows I do that freak jiu-jitsu moves, you know. I do random shit.
Now, when you got in an advantageous position, you're on the top, you're just raining down punches. Did you see the end coming, or were you expecting him to kind of hang in there and just beat him up a little bit?
Nah, I landed that first elbow. I saw what it did to him. I know I got power in me. So I was like, yeah, let's get him out of here.
What's next for Shiesty?
Probably a little break. I'm going to try to put on a little more size. And be even leaner at this 185, and then we right back in here.
How do you feel stepping up APFC first time here in Albuquerque at the Islet? It's a big show, big lights. You feel like you rose to the occasion tonight?
Yeah, it really all gets real when they call your name back there. They're like, fuck, we're about to go do this, so we went out here and did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Brendan Shiesty Johnson.
Brendan Shiesty Johnson has the skills and the personality to boot. What a blossoming young